Our spreadsheet's starting to come along, but I want to now focus on the different type of formatting we can do with the actual values in our spreadsheet. And by that I mean, if you take a look at some of the data I have here, a lot of the quarterly sales figures are just in a generic number value. There's no dollars, or there's no dollar sign, there's no cents. And some of these other numbers as well, like the commission rate, could be changed to a percentage format. So I'll show you some of the built-in formatting that Excel has to offer us. Let's first start with the currency values here. If you take a look at our number group in the Home tab, this is where we're going to be applying all different types of number formatting. So the first one I want to do is the dollar sign, the currency value. So I'm going to go from C7 all the way down to H11. These are all of our dollar figures, and all it requires is a click on the dollar sign up here. Now you'll notice that we get all these pound signs, and some things are just not formatted all that well. Whenever you see these pound signs, that just means your column width isn't large enough to display what's in that cell. So I can fix that, remember, by just doing my auto fit and double clicking between each of these columns to make things fit in the different cells I have here. So I'm going to go ahead and do that real quick, and it's great. So I've got my dollar values here, I've got the dollar sign, and things are looking a lot better than just that plain number value I used to have. If I also wanted to get rid of the cents figure, I could go up here to my decimal buttons, and I can either increase or decrease the amount of decimals that follow that number. And if I go all the way down to 0 decimal places, it's gonna round that last value either up or down, depending on the if there were any decimal values or not. Okay, so let's look at where else we can apply these different number values. I think H4 would make sense to have this as a percentage, so I'm going to go back up to my number group and I'll click on percent. Right. I can also access some of these formatting tools if I go into my dialog box launcher. So I'm going to do that with my date over here in A4. I'll click on A4. This time I'm going to go down to my dialog box launcher, and I'll have a whole list of different formats that are available. I can choose a general format, which doesn't really apply any formatting to it. I've got my number format, currency, accounting, all sorts of different available options here for me. I'm going to go down and choose date for this cell, and I can choose all different types of dates. I can choose just the slashes, I can have it spelled out, I can have it abbreviated, and let's say I only want the date here, but I don't want it spelled out. Maybe I'll just choose this 5th option here. You'll see a sample pop up in the top. You can also change it to accommodate different regions. So in different areas of the world, they write the date a little bit differently. They might have the date come first, and then the month comes second. So you can specify that here in the location drop down. I'm going to leave it to the US here, and I'll click OK, and you'll notice that it changes it in A4. So just introduction to some of the different formatting tools for your numbers that you have available to use. Go ahead, explore, check out some of the other options available. I'm sure you're going to find some in there that come in handy for you.